Well, welcome back to the channel, and what a lovely day it is today. Sun's shining, so what a lovely day to come out on the old machine. Yeah, main purpose of the video today is I often get asked quite a lot actually in the comments about, you know, what bikes I prefer over, you know, what bike, and you know, that's a really difficult sort of question to answer, that one. You know, all of these bikes they've all got their, you know, their own little niche really, and you know, and anyway, let's jump on and we'll have a little discussion. Fire the bike up. Yeah, like I say, you have to wait for this start-up process. You can't just jump on this model anyway and press the start button. You have to kind of wait. Right, here we go. Let's get rolling. Yeah, what a lovely day today. Couldn't resist coming out. We're getting to the end of the year now, so these little ride outs are going to become few and far between. But yeah, like I said, you know, the main purpose of the video today is to sort of discuss, you know, there's lots and lots and lots of bikes out there. And I'm fortunate enough to test ride, you know, a fair few of, you know, these different models and styles and types of bikes. And you know, I own this Triumph 765 Street Triple RS, you know, which I'm more than happy with at the minute. Thank you. And yeah, it leads me to sort of try and answer that. You know, it's a very difficult question to answer about what I prefer over, you know, various different models of bikes. I mean, I've got my favourites, don't get me wrong, you know, where I go out and I test ride a bike and I come back and I think, oh yeah, I could definitely see myself either adding that one to the you know, to the garage, or you know, some of them I get off and I think, yeah, nice bike, but you know, it's not for me. And that, you know, that's leading to the sort of the answer, or try and answer the questions, you know, that I often get. You know, do you prefer the, you know, this over that? Then it's one of those questions what I just can't really answer, you know. I've got my favourites, you know, which I like, which being, you know, various sort of, I mean, I quite like, you know, obviously I like performance in a bike, I like comfort, you know, it's probably coming a bit more with with age, but there you go. You know, I like, you know, a nice looking, a nice styled bike, but I also, it's not to say that I don't like, you know, the traditional, you know, let's say for instance, you know, a Triumph, you know, the Bonneville range of motorcycle, you know, I'm very, you know, I do quite like the styling and the, you know, the actual, you know, the riding of the various different models that, you know, and it is very, very, very difficult to pick holes in a lot of these new bikes now. You know, same with Hondas, you know, they're, you know, if you are new to the channel, consider looking at, I've got a lot of other videos on the channel, and you know, various bikes. I took out a Goldwing as well, I think it was a 1.8 litre Goldwing, you know, and that's one, you know, take that for instance, you know, that bike really, oh, it was something else riding that. And what I can say, what I will say, you know, if you are in the market for, you know, for a motorcycle, or you know, changing your bike, you know, I'm no expert and far from it, but what I would recommend, I'd highly recommend, and that would be to go and test ride as many different models as possible. You can't really go too far wrong, you know. Get yourself out on test rides, you know, even models that you think, oh, you know, because like I say, by riding all these various different bikes, it does open you up to think, oh yeah, you know, I could actually see myself on one. You know, for another example I'll give you, oh, I've got several. Where do I start really? But the Triumph Street Scrambler, lovely bike, absolutely lovely bike, you know. And when I got off that bike, it was one of those bikes where I thought, that's something, you know, that I could see myself owning. You know, but you know, obviously money doesn't grow on trees, and if it did, I'd probably have pretty much every bike that, you know, that I took out, really, within reason. But yeah, that's all I'd suggest, is get yourself loads of mud in the road here. I mean, this is, don't get me wrong, but this is what I call a hazard, you know, to the biker on the road. I know I live in Norfolk, so lots of farming, lots of tractors on the road, so you just have to expect the worst, you know. But yeah, you know, I've got this, I own the Street 77765 RS, and you know, I often get asked, could I see myself on the Speed Triple 1200, the new one? And my answer to that is, you know, I can answer that and say, yeah, well, yes, I could, but on the other hand, I couldn't see myself paying out, you know. I mean, we'll take the two bikes, for example, you know, just briefly. This bike new was just over £10,000, right? And it's such a lot of bike for the money. It really is, you know. This bike has all the high-end components. It's got your Olins, well, on the rear anyway, shower on the front, Brembo M50 calipers. I'm not going to keep running on. There is a review on the channel, and there's plenty of other videos on the channel if you want to look into it. But, you know, to compare this bike, or, you know, to side by side with the 1200 Speed Triple, is you know, the new price for the Speed Triple, to put it into perspective, is about 15,000. So are you getting another £5,000 worth of bike for your, you know, for half the value of the Street Triple again? Yeah, you're getting more performance. I think that bike has 177 brake. So, you know, you're getting more performance. You're getting, I mean, that don't get me wrong, that is a wicked bike to ride. Again, that was another bike that I jumped off and thought, whoa, Christ. Let me give these a bit of room here. But as a whole, is that bike, you know, any more than what I really need for these roads? You know, this bike is probably capable, I don't know, you know, speed wise, top end, because I haven't actually you know, had it floored flat out on the local roads. But I don't know, 130, I don't know off the top of my head. Whereas the Speed Triple, yeah, you know, I think if you're going to go on track, maybe that's another thing, you know. If you're going to buy a bike and you want to do track days and stuff like that, then that's a different story again. I mean, I could take this on the track. This is more than capable, this bike, more than capable of going on the track. Whether or not I am again, I haven't been on the track for a long while, so I'd all end up shiny side down. That would be disappointing. But you know, I have taken, you know, my other bikes on track, and that's another thing you have to take into account, you know. Do you go down the sport bike route? You know, do you do that? And then you're talking a whole new league of performance and power. You know, I mean, my 1000 Suzuki was, yeah, I mean, that was some sort of animal, that bike. But as a whole, in general, I'm very happy with this bike at the moment. Still not to say that, you know, I wouldn't change it in the future, of course not. But like I say, my advice is, if you're going to go out, if the advice is worth anything to you, is just to go out and test ride as many different models as you can, really. Obviously, have in mind what sort of thing you want. You're going to have in mind roughly what you're looking for. Of course you are. But you know, I also, what I love about, you know, I know I keep referring to this bike, I'm going to, because it's my own bike, but I've had many other bikes, and you know, it's all completely dependent on what you want to do on a bike. I love just coming out, you know, we've got lovely scenery around here, lovely roads. I'm going easy today, so I want you to hear me through the microphone without, you know, all the wind, and sometimes it's tricky, you know. But I feel with this model, you know, the street triple, the naked. You get the best of all worlds with this. I'm going around here, I'm not going down there. Yeah, I'm just so used to people, you just have to expect people just pulling out on you when you come up to junctions, stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, it's just a little insight in, you know, what I think about, you know, the different models, you know, that are available to you, because you have got such a massive, vast choice of motorcycles today. Absolutely, it's endless. And all, like I say, get yourself out, get yourself on some test rides, and I should think this time of the year as well, you're probably going to be looking at some fair, decent deals from various dealers. Another thing is, you know, there's lots of I'm probably rambling on a bit now, but I'll try and keep the video short. But you know, there's lots of new riders out there, and I'll be perfectly honest, the A2 license option in this day and age is a very good, you know, way in getting yourself into, you know, motorcycling, you know, into the you know, maturing into the bigger bike. There's lots of machines out there that can be A2 restricted, and then after the period, I don't know what it is, I think it's 2 years, slow down a bit, you can have the restriction removed, and you know, you then can grow into your bike, you know, some more, you know. And a lot of these bikes now, they're, you know, I'm not talking about 250cc or 600cc. You know, you can be looking at 900cc Triumphs, and you know, lots of bikes out there. They generally do it by changing the twist grip normally, and I think potentially maybe the throttle map, I don't know. But yeah, lots and lots of dealers out there. But yeah, anyway, thanks for joining me today on the video, and if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Lots of videos coming on the channel. Don't know how much more we're going to get out, but hopefully the weather's going to stay on our side for a bit longer, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. So take care, see you soon.